Take two. I just got about halfway through this thing, and then I got a phone call. And because I'm recording on my phone, I have to redo the whole thing. So, welcome to the Rangers draft review. All right, here we go. I get to go over these players again and hear everything I just say again. So, this will be an interesting review. I waited a few days before posting this. Well, actually, I waited like a week and a half to post this because I actually wanted to I wanted to have a relatively in-depth review on these players, get to know them, read up on them a little bit, and just that way the information I'm passing on to you guys or my takes passed on to you guys aren't just reactionary. They're more in-depth. Now, look, Kaapo Kakko, I'm not even going to bother. We know all we need to know about Kaapo Kakko. Kid's going to be great. He's going to be great for a long time. I don't find the need to go into. I want to talk about the players that most guys don't know. Kaapo Kakko, great pickup. A++++++. You just can't go wrong. Second pick, 49th overall, Matthew Robinson out of the Edmonton Oil Kings in the WHL. Kid is good. Slated to go in the first round, dropped to the second round of the Rangers at 49. 6'4", 201 pounds, had 33 points in 52 games last year as a defensive defenseman. A good one out that 8 points in 16 games of playoff, 4 of them goals. And only 26 PIMs for a big guy. 2 reviews on elite prospects I want to go read off for you right now. He's borderline impossible to strip of the puck once he has possession due to his ability to spin and protect it. And the second one, his hands are quick and he is smart about getting the puck out of his own end with purpose and aim. This is important. So I think Robertson, right away, stepping in because of his size, his ability to move the puck, and his high-end skating ability at such a large size, I think he's already ahead of a gluttony, an absolute gluttony of defensemen we already have in our system. I really think he's already ahead of these guys just because of the size and the ability to move. Honestly, on the depth chart, I have him ahead of Kjellberg, Jolin, Gross, Nanny, Ragnarsson, the guys we drafted this year, Reunen, and Crawley, Day, Bradish. I have him heads and tails above almost all those guys. He's halfway up the Rangers defensive depth chart, which is saying a lot. Excuse me. Because in the Rangers system, right now in our entire roster, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28. With 27 defensemen within our organization. I think he's well above halfway beyond that list at the moment. So it's a good pick by Matt Robinson. There's another A+ pick. Despite me complaining that we have too many defensemen, I think that was a good pick. Moving on to the second pick, Carl Henriksson out of Frölunda, center, small, fast and gritty as hell. Someone called him, I forgot who it was, the prototypical Ranger. McKeen's Hockey says he puts pressure on the opponent in all 3 zones and does not let the pressure go in the other way deter him at all. In other words, he backchecks as hard as he forechecks. His hands are soft, and he can stick handle well in tight situations and move the puck an inch to make a perfect tape-to-tape pass. It's from hockeyprospect.com. And future consideration says a gifted offensive center. Henriksson is strong with the puck strong with the puck in his possession, is quick and an agile skater. So this guy, he's not going to be a second-line center. He certainly won't be a first-line center in his career, but he'll always be like a solid third-line center guy. Maybe a step behind what Derek Brassard was in that Stanley Cup run. That kind of center. Gritty as all hell, fast, skates hard. He's like Jesper Fast if he played center, pretty much. Good utility player. I think that's a great pick, too. Now, the third-round pick, Zachary Jones. So, this guy, Zachary Jones, I will not be giving my review. I will be giving a review given to me from my friend who played with him in the EJEPL, right? Yes, the Richmond Generals. So the guys reviewing him played goalie for the Richmond Generals 16U team before Zach Jones was there. And that's what he had to say. That Zach Jones, when he was there playing 14U, the kid was 5'2", the smallest guy in the rink, but dominated every single game. Hit a weird-ass growth spurt and then out of nowhere grew to like 5'10" within a year, from 5'2" to 5'10", and just continued to dominate. With the Richmond Generals 16U and the EJEPL 16U team, he had 28 points in 19 games. Went on to the USPHL and went to the USHL last year with the Tri-City Storm at 52 points in 56 games, and will be at UMass Amherst next season. My friend said this. Even despite his size when he was younger, everybody knew this kid had a future in hockey. He'll be paid in some level professional. Definitely a shot at the NHL. Low risk, high reward pick by the Rangers. McKean's Hockey says he is adept at getting past the first layer of defense with a series of drags and dekes helped along with quick hands. Good offensive defenseman. I don't know how he'll fit in with D'Angelo, Fox, and all these other guys we have, but hey, you never know at this point. Some guys blossom, some guys don't. Moving on to the Rangers' 4th-round pick, Hunter Skinner, the best name in the draft. Hunter Skinner, I love it. 6'3", 74-pound defenseman from Missouri. Doesn't put up huge numbers. This pick is pretty reminiscent of a crap load of picks we had last year in last year's draft. I literally think he's a replica of a couple of them. Noticeably, I think him and Nico Gross, if I'm thinking of the right guy, are not Nico Gross. He reminded me of someone from last year's draft. I gotta find out who the hell it was. Wasn't Kjellberg, was it? Yeah, he's like he reminds me of Simon Kjellberg with the size and the defensive stance. Should be good. I think he'll be all right. I don't know if he'll ever make the NHL, but I guess it was a good pick. People, so I don't know a lot about this guy because he only played. Yeah, this is a hard one for me to evaluate. I tried getting information on this guy, and I saw nothing. So, besides the fact that he's a big defenseman that just needs to put on a little bit of weight, Hunter Skinner. He's got a great name. Levi Altonen, 5th-round pick, 130th overall. Altonen is very active on his feet, has excellent acceleration, and can torch opponents with high-end speed. So the Rangers seem to be going towards... he's 5'9", 176, by the way. So the Rangers seem to be going towards these short, stocky, really fast, hard forechecking, hard back-checking players, like these utility guys. And they're really focusing hard on them, and they always seem to be Scandinavian. Slick offensive playmaker, undersized but highly skilled, plays with heart on his sleeve, excellent footwork, creative on the power, whatever that means. So it just seems to be like another kid that just plays his heart out, gives it all every shift, and gets off the ice, like another Jesper Fast utility player. The next pick in the 6th round, 161st overall, Adam Edstrom, center, 6'6", 207 pounds. Just a big boy. He played 15 games in the SHL last year, had an assist. Looks like he's going to play for Rogel next year. Adam, excuse me, sorry. Adam is a big, strong, and fine skating forward with big upside. Physical player with a skill to score goals. From what I understand and seen and gathered information on this guy, he's literally he's Nicholas Bjugstad. It's just from what I understand. Good hands, great shot for a big dude. Because he's big, he loses a lot of that speed, like Nick Bjugstad. But that's what I've seen him compared to and what people hope he could be. Just basically, Nick. If you think of Adam Edstrom, think of Nick Bjugstad. And the Rangers' last pick of the draft, my favorite one, Eric Ciccolini. Italian, baby. 6 foot, 170 pounds. Right winger, according to Elite Prospect. High-end skill, set/good offensive hockey sense. Hockey sense / puck on a string control. Can see the ice at top speed, dynamic offensive threat, and speed. It's according to NHL Central Scouting last year. He played in the OJ last year. The OJHL, he had 62 points, 27 goals in 48 games. So he wasn't playing in the Ontario Hockey League. He was playing one level below that. And he will be at the University of Michigan next year. I'm not going to lie to you. I prefer players that require longer roads of development to either be playing overseas in men's leagues or playing the NCAA. I think the CHL, like the Q, the O, and the W, are great places for players to develop. I just think for some reason players that go to the NC or go overseas or play overseas have a little bit something extra. Maybe it's just hype. But I feel like there's a little something extra over there that for some reason allows them to develop a little bit better. Like when Austin Matthews went to go play in... he played in the league, or I think he played in the league. I forgot what team he played for. Kevin Klein went and played for that team the year after. Well, anyways, I like that. I like that for him. I don't know much about this guy. They seem to talk about him like a sniper dangler kind of guy, like, but he can pass the puck too. I couldn't get a lot of information on him because there's not a lot of people I know or ways to look up scouting reports in the OJHL. So I'm kind of just going off like a little bit of information I got. But I mean, if I was going to make an estimate, he's 6 foot. He's a $170. Really good hands and a good hockey sense. A great shot. Fast player. maybe something along the lines of like, shit, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to go. Maybe like a Sam Gagner type, like the way Sam Gagner was hyped. Well, he's not a 6 overall pick, but bear with me when I say Sam Gagner, but kind of like that maybe. I didn't really see much video on him, so I can only give you so much information. But I still think at the end of the day, the Rangers had a great draft, and I don't think we really could complain about anything about that draft. I really think the Rangers did a great job. And I don't say that because I'm a Ranger fan, because you guys saw my draft review last year. Despite the fact that our picks turned out all right, I let you know that when they made shitty picks, and I was adamant about it. But I actually thought we had a pretty good draft last year, this season. So that's kind of my review. I mean, it wasn't super in-depth like I wanted it to be, but it was as good as I got right now. Comment down below if you have questions. Maybe I can answer them. Comment your thoughts on the draft. Let's create some more dialogue in these comment sections. I actually replied to every single comment last video, I'm pretty sure. So let's try to do that again. Let's go freaking Rangers. Go on the Rangers Twitter right now. Give them a freaking follow. Follow AJ Ranger. Follow Statboy Steven, Hockey Stat Miner, Fitz. Follow all those guys on Twitter so you guys can actually see video, GIFs, and more proper reviews, better than I can give you reviews on Twitter. Stay up to date. It's an exciting time to be a Ranger fan. This is great. We got past the shit show that was last year, and even if we win only 25, 30 games this year, no matter what happens, we know that the season after this, the 2020-2021 season, the Rangers are going to be a scary team with all this young talent coming up. Until then, thank you everybody for watching the video. I'm going to make it end. If you're interested, said you're not in hearing aids, probably won't have a video out on July 1st through the 4th. I get my wisdom teeth out on July 1st in the morning. So I'm going to be pretty zonked out during the first day of free agency. Now, if I am conscious, you know damn well I'm going to be reviewing a shitload of signings. But until then, see you guys in the next one. Peace!